As I say, everything is telling us that we have to change. Everything is telling us that business environment is never going to be the same. So therefore, why are we going to be the same? It's time now to look at your processes and try and become a more sustainable, stronger organization.
I know from my perspective, but I'd like you to talk about it, Cormac. If you were coming into our company now and we had never done a lean program before, like where would you start?
Well, as I say, it starts very simply with a conversation to try and get into your mind as to the areas that are causing real angst. Most business owners have one or two areas, as they say, that they know they're always firefighting, or they know they're always is causing problems. They just don't know why. So you start there first. The low hanging fruit. You define what where it's going to start and where it's going to end, because there's no point trying to eat the whole elephant in one mouthful. Break it down into its parts, and then literally kind of find what the inputs are, map it out, look at where the inefficiencies, the waste, the bottlenecks are in the process, and start trying to reduce them and take them out. As I say, you'll never reach perfection, but you will remove an awful lot of this, and then redesign a new process, pilot it, work it through, make sure it works. If it doesn't, relook at it again, to go at it again, and make sure that you end up with an efficient, simple, and profitable process at the end of the day.
Sure, for sure. And in our business, we're heavily regulated, so there's a lot of compliance. And I do find that since we did our lean program, I feel very safe in that we're very compliant because of the mapping that we do and what we learned.
I mean, and that can help, because the standardization means that everybody's using things the same way. So once you know what the compliance issues are, you can actually build them into your process. So you know that there. I mean, we helped a company there at the end of the first lockdown who had to try and open under the new guidelines. So we kind of mapped the whole customer flow through their facility and looked at the process to make sure that they were going to open in a safe manner for both their staff and for their customers. And what came out of that was, yes, a very good customer journey and a customer flow safely to the business, but also we removed about 10% of other wasteful activities and kind of overutilization of resources, which obviously benefited them as well. So it can go hand in hand with an awful lot of other activities that you wouldn't necessarily say, oh well, that's an activity or a process that we carry out. It is. Everything is generally linked.
So really, in terms of what I think the benefits of availing of a lean for micro and process improvement, really, which is what it is.
Yeah.
You've got HR benefits because people know what's expected of them and it's consistent, health and legal compliance, eradication of waste, and resources redeployed to more higher value work.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's what it is. So as you said there, you yourself feel safer and kind of more comfortable with your business, but it also means that the resources that you have, that you're utilizing them to the best of their ability, and therefore it comes down to you're not wasting needlessly money, people, time, whatever other resource that you have.
And in terms of anybody thinking of selling their business in the future, they say everything is for sale for the right price. How important is having really good processes, do you think?
Well, I mean, if you look at your valuation of your company, and when people come in and look at what they're trying to buy, if you've got good processes and you're working in an efficient manner, obviously your valuation can be stronger, because you can show them that, look, we are actually producing this, we've got very good processes and procedures, and you're not going to have to do a lot of work when you come in here. So that's the benefit for the seller, to make sure they get as much as they possibly can out of it. Obviously, as the buyers, when they're looking at it, they'll say, well, can we actually put a process improvement procedure in here and actually gain an awful lot more out of it? But in reality, no matter who you are, you want to make sure that your industry is running to the best it can. So it's well oiled and it's doing what it should be doing correctly.
Great. And I'd have to say it's one of the most important things that we have done in the business to date. So I've really enjoyed chatting to you.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
We're going to put all your contact details on a link here. Okay. So I presume you're open to chat. So anyone
yes, yeah. If anybody have a chat with me, and we'll take it from there and see, how we can help them.
Great. And the grants are available again from the Leo and the Enterprise Ireland and the various
Yeah.
government bodies.
So you just need to, as I need to talk with them directly and see, you know, which way you're eligible and all the rest. But remember, you know, the hardest step, as they say, is the first step. You know, is kind of, you know, realizing that you actually have to potentially do something to help yourself improve.
So COVID is an absolutely fantastic time to be getting one's ducks in a row and start that process. Would you agree?
I would, yeah. Yeah. And at the moment, it's trying to, as I say, everything is telling us that we have to change. Everything's telling us that business environment is never going to be the same. So therefore, why are we going to be the same? It's time now to look at your processes and try and become a more sustainable, stronger organization.
For sure. Now, Cormac, I think we've run out of time, and I'd like to say a sincere thank you. It was very insightful. Ceistiú Consultancy, and we'll put all the details. Gurv Mila Mahagut.
Thanks, Mila, Regina, and good luck with the Waterford Business Awards there in 2021.
Much appreciated. Thank you.